upper as you can. Heels sit bone width apart. You're going to tuck and curl, lifting up to a bridge, and then lift one heel off, the other heel off, and then roll down through the spine. You breathe in to prepare. You're in neutral here, and then you breathe out, imprint the lower back, lift the tailbone up, keep the rib cage down. Breathe out to lift into lower, out to lift into lower. Pause and then roll back down. So we're targeting the back of the legs here, strengthening the back of the legs. More importantly, it's about pelvic stability. So lifting one foot off without that hip dropping down. So press through the arms, press through the shoulder blades to stabilize the upper body. And really press through the supporting leg to lift the other leg off. So here I'm pressing through my left heel. Press through your right heel to lift the left leg up. And then curl the tailbone up to the ceiling to imprint the lower back. Neutral pelvis. And then we're going into hula. So you're going to lift your head and your chest up. And then you're going to reach your arms out parallel to the floor. And then little pulses through the arms. If it gets too necky, you can place the hands behind your head and then into oblique. So right hand on top of the left, and we're pivoting around the bra area. If it gets too necky, put one hand behind the head. The pelvis is in neutral, the deep abdominals are drawing in. Just allowing your upper body to move, but with strength through your core. And then we're going into toe tap, single, single, double. Okay, it's more like a calf tap actually. So you're lowering one leg down, exhale, inhale, and then both legs down, exhale, inhale. Look at your belly button the whole time. Try and keep the belly button as flat as you can, making sure that you keep the pelvis and lower back still as you pivot in the hip sockets. So the thigh bones are moving in the hip sockets, using the back of the legs. And then in two, hip rolls with leg extension. So single leg extension. So you hip roll and then extend the top leg out and then bend and return. So you breathe in to roll, breathe out to straighten the top leg, breathe in to bend, breathe out to return. Rolling, imprinting the left shoulder blade down. You want to keep the shoulders down. It's not about how low you go, it's about how low can you go, keeping the shoulder blades down. And then extending the legs out. Ideally keep the knees together if you can to really strengthen your thigh and your obliques. But if your hamstrings are tight, you can separate the thigh and sort of reach the leg away from you a little. Okay, so extending out, adding on a lever to strengthen your core. Keeping the knees, inside thighs together if you can. If not, not a problem, just extend the leg out. And then if you're feeling confident, you can lower it down a little bit more. Once again, making sure both shoulder blades stay imprinted down into the floor. Feeling the lower abdominals, the deep abdominals, and your thigh bones, thigh muscles working. So now we're going to do a spring change. You're going to roll onto your side and get up, and we're going to put either 1.5 springs on or just one spring. This is for lat pull down series with curl ups. Okay, so I just referenced the program there that you can print up. Lying on your back, hands in straps, put the headrest up. And when you're ready, you grab your straps. Make sure you're lying straight, pubic bone, navel and nose all in one line. The bed starts away from the stopper, hands directly up above the shoulder blade so your muscles are engaged to start, and then lift one leg up followed by the other. Breathe out to lift the head and the chest up, breathing in to return. Imagine you're pivoting around a skewer going through the right rib to the left rib around the bra line area, around the base of your shoulder blades. So you're lifting your head in your arms, pivoting around that line at the base of the shoulder blades, drawing the ribs towards your hips, and then lower the arms down, open out, and then same thing from T arms. Think of leading with the little fingers as you draw the arms in. Breathing out to lift, breathing in to lower. Armpits are squeezing oranges underneath them. Lengthening through the palate, the crown of the head, and then into triceps. Keeping the elbows still in space. The shoulder blades are anchoring back and down, and it's the back of the arms straightening the forearms. Out through the mouth to engage the deep abdominals. And then you might want to add a little curl up with that as well. Really squeeze the armpits and arm bones in towards the sides of the ribs and lengthen through your arms. Return the bed back to the stopper. Place one leg down followed by the other. And just 2 deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth, letting go. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Now, push the bed away, legs and arms up into hundreds with the knees bent and pulsing the arms. 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5. 30, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5. 40. Okay, now keep going. Okay, with each out breath, reach the fingertips towards the bar a little bit more, lifting the shoulder blades up, pressing the lower rib cage down. Keep breathing into the lungs and the chest, drawing your belt in a notch. So the movement is happening around your lungs and your ribs as opposed to your belly. Good work. One leg down followed by the other. 2 deep breaths, just letting go. Long out breaths just to calm your nervous system down. Okay, bed away from the stopper, arms up above your shoulders. We're doing some oblique curl ups. Legs are up into tabletop, legs are apart, and you reach the left hand between the legs and then the right hand between the legs. Pressing the hands into the straps using your abdominals, not your neck. Okay, your neck will be working here, but it's the abs pressing the hands into the straps. Keeping the hips and the legs nice and stable and still. Lifting one shoulder blade up higher than the other, and then the other shoulder blade up higher, initiating from the pelvic floor, navel to spine. Pelvic floor, navel to spine. Out through the mouth, in through the nose, and then return back to the stopper. Once again, have a little rest. Okay, bed away from the stopper. We're doing single leg stretch with your head down. One leg up followed by the other, clamping the armpits down. Keep your head down, reach the arms down, extend one leg at a time. The pelvis is in neutral. If you're feeling your lower back working, imprint your lower back and tuck your tailbone up. Now reach the leg out, pause for a micro moment, squeeze the hamstring, the muscle at the back of the leg. Reach out and then return. So yes, your thigh muscle is straightening the knee, but you want to also use the back of the leg to extend out through the hip. From your sit bone, you're reaching the heel away. If I was to poke around your sit bone muscles, that area would be contracted and firm. And then have a little rest. And we're going to now reverse that, okay? So it's exactly the same thing. Move the bed away from the stopper, legs up. Now, but this time the legs start out, okay? And then bend one knee, reach out. Bend one knee, reach out. Okay, now the height of the leg depends on how your back's coping with this. Okay, the higher the legs, the easier it is. The lower the legs, the harder, okay? So as you draw the knee in, use your abs. Now as you reach out, pinch the glutes together. Pinch the inside thighs together. Really squeeze the back of the leg so you feel like you're really lengthening out through the hip sockets. And then feet down. Arms on box. So lat pull with looks, chest expansion with looks. Pull your arms by your side, look to the left, to the right, and then return. Pull your arms by your side, look to the right, to the left, and return. The mid-back, drawing the tips of your shoulders down in a V. Really lifting up and out of your hips, feeling the back of the arms, the mid-back, like you're imprinting your arms and your shoulders back into space. Triceps, elbows bent, and then straighten and bend your arms, moving the carriage forward and back by pressing the knuckles down and then return. The back of the arms are working here, keeping the shoulder blades drawing back and down. Keep lifting up and out of your hips. Then into biceps, elbows in line with your shoulders, keeping the arms as still as you can as you draw your forearms in and out. Reaching energetically the elbows forward towards the wall that you're facing. Stay nice and tall on your sit bones. Press the knees together, engage the inside thighs to give you a lift up and out. Stabilizing, no rocking forward and back with your torso. Rhomboids, put your forearms through the straps, elbows a little lower than your shoulder blades. So firstly, elbows in line with shoulders and then shoulder blades back, elbows in line with shoulders, elbows forward to the sides, and then shoulder blades back to the sides and then forward. The whole time your armpit muscles are drawing down towards your hips. Back of the shoulder blades and then middle shoulder blades, outside and in, out to the side. If you're feeling it's a bit necky, lower the elbows down a little lower. We want to get into those lower trapezius muscles, the muscles sort of at the base of your shoulder blades, at the lower part of your shoulder blades there.